Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Batman The Long Halloween Part 2. Now, as you know, yesterday I did cover Part 1 of Batman The Long Halloween, so managed to finally cover The Long Halloween Part 2, which was released on July the 27th, 2021. So the premise of Part 2 is meant to take place after the post-credit scene, where we've seen how Bruce Wayne is under Poison Ivy's control. All transfers of money and that have been going to Falcone, but we see how Catwoman manages to help Bruce Wayne out of Poison Ivy's control, and after the last 3 months, we see how he starts to pick up his work as Batman again. And here, I think Part 2 really does try to fix itself. Like, we do see Harvey Dent's rise and downfall when he works with Maloney in kind of giving him info on Falcone's business. But of course, we do see how Harvey Dent slowly becomes Two-Face, and him slowly becoming the very thing he swore to destroy. And I think him becoming Two-Face works, as you can kind of tell his rise and downfall is a symbolism that sometimes living long to be the hero is doing the right things, but sometimes when you lose your way, you end up becoming the villain in the end. And I think what makes it work is that it does give you an introduce to the other members of Batman's Rogue Gallery, like Joker, Penguin, also Scarecrow, Mad Hatter, and so on. I think what I also give Part 2 credit, it really tries to kind of show you that some of the characters aren't evil, and some of them do have reasons for what they are. I think when you've got Falcone's daughter, Sophia, you can tell she does voice a bit more concern, and is just kind of worried that Falcone is going to take this matter of war too far, even hiring supervillains. And you can kind of tell even Falcone does regret what happened to Alberto, and does kind of realise that Sophia might be right, showing you deep down that Falcone does kind of see some hints and realising his own mistakes. But I think, once again, you know who the Holiday Killer's gonna be, because it's gonna be someone connected to the Mafia. It's gonna be someone who wants revenge. And if someone's already broken, then you know who it's gonna be. And it's so obvious. Again, it's like looking at basically Gabriel and Hawkmoth being one and the same in Miraculous Ladybug. It's like knowing that Norman Osborn is gonna be the Green Goblin in Spectacular Spider-Man. And it's also like knowing who Savitar is in Season 3 of The Flash. I think the point of building a mystery identity story, you want your audience to guess who this person is, leave clues and hints, but don't make it so obvious, because if you do this, then your audience is just gonna already figure it out and leave you kind of without anything big to show for it. I think, to me, definitely the best kind of mystery build-up, I would say, was the New 52 Flash storyline, when they built up to who Daniel West as being the Reverse Flash works, because he was kind of like a counterpart to Barry. Unlike Barry, who moved forward, Daniel just pretty much holding everyone around him as they were to blame. But I think, in my opinion, Part 2 really does try to fix things, despite the obvious big reveal. And I think it still deserves a thumbs up. It's better as a two-parter, and really the second part does fix things. And I think my thoughts on the animated adaptation of The Long Halloween, it fixes itself, but I think at the same time it does feel like it's kind of obvious to who the villain's gonna be, and yeah, it's not that bad. So I think that as a two-potter, it deserves another thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Review here, signing out.